Hello everyone, welcome back to one more video about side purling. My name is Sophie and I make YouTube tutorials about side purling cluster stitches, and I've got something new I'm working with, and I've been dying to show you because usually I dye my colors on sock yarn, which has a merino and a bit of nylon, and I thought, well, why not go for something more fuzzy? So I tried a side purling on mohair, and I know I've been doing some research and I know it's been done online, but there's not many companies that do this, so I thought, why not give it a go and see what happens. And I dyed this. I hope you can see this. The lighting is awful. It's about to get nighttime here, but this is a grey, green, bluish, very light color, and then the contrast color is a fiery red with all sorts of orange tones in it, dark red. It's lovely. I've named it Mist on Mount Etna because it reminds me of a journey I once made to the lovely island of Sicily, Italy. And I've written a pattern as well. Probably you ended up here because you have seen the pattern and there's a link to the video, or you're one of my YouTube channel members, which is awesome. But it was just a tryout, but let's get rid of that. It turned out quite nicely. It's just one 50-gram skein of mohair, so you can use any. If you find an assigned purling mohair skein somewhere, you can use this to make this pattern. And I just made a very long shawl, and it increases very slowly. I think the maximum width, well, it's going to be just about maybe 25 centimeters, so about 10 inches. It's perfect for, for a winter shawl. It's very thin. I've been doing this on a needle size 4 millimeters. What's that in US sizes? Let me check. It's US, I can't see in this light. US 5. Oh, I've used a US 5, so it's 3.75 millimeters, and it's very light and airy, but still it's very warm. When I'm knitting this shawl and I have it on my lap, it just gets really hot. So yeah, it's perfect for people who don't really like triangular shawls. It doesn't have a triangular feel. It has much more a lengthy shawl feel. This must go up to, well, I think 180 centimeters. I wouldn't be surprised, just from one skein. It's quite a lot. Yeah, so I'm going to show you the stitch pattern, and as you can probably see, it has holes in it, and I've named this the Crescent Moon Stitch. So there's a cluster here and an adjacent hole, and it gives it this really playful effect. I love it. Yeah. So here we go. I've been knitting the shawl just in stockinette, and so you do the background color in the stockinette stitch, and then when your yarn changes color to red and orange, in my case, I'm going to give a demonstration. I've just purchased a new light with a new well, it's completely new, but it's quite large, So the distance between my hands and the camera is far, and I need to make sure you at home can see exactly what I'm doing. So we're good here. Okay, so the yarn is going to change color. So what you'll do is you'll knit one and slip it right back to your left hand needle. Knit it again and knit the second stitch as well. So you've worked 2 stitches. You're going to slide those back as well. Then you're going to knit that one again, knit the second stitch again, and knit the third stitch again. So that's your start. Now you've got 3 worked stitches, and now what we're going to do is slide those back. Ooh, yes. Can you still see it? Yes, you can. We're going to knit the first 2 like we did last time, and the third one we're going to knit it together with the next stitch through the back loop. This is important. Why are you knitting it through the back loop? Because it will make sure that the orange colored stitch is in front, as you can see, of the light colored stitch, and that looks better. And we're going to repeat this 3 times. Slide it back, knit 2, and knit the third one. It's as easy as that. One more time. Just knit that one, knit the second one, a third and last time, and now knit it together through the back loop, and you've got this little cluster. Now I can hear you thinking, wait a minute, Sophie, we just decreased 3 stitches from your shawl. Yes, we did. We are going to continue on our row, turn around, I'll show you in a bit, and we're going to cast on 3 new stitches here, essentially creating a hole. I'll fast forward. So we are approaching the gap. As you can see, I'm purling because I'm on the wrong side of my work. Just purl over those stitches. Now we have a gap. I've used the backwards cast on method because it's quite easy. Just loop it 3 times. One more time. It's as easy as that. You have 3 new stitches and continue purling. That's it. This was a demonstration from the right side of your fabric, but when you are on the wrong side of your fabric purling and you see your yarn changing color, just replace all the instructions knits by purls and vice versa. It's very easy. And that's it. That's your Crescent Moon Stitch. Thank you for watching. Please give us a like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video. And you'll find the link to the pattern and yarn in the description box. Bye!